Hey guys, Kay here. Today we're going to be playing Blizzard. It's about a man, Minokichi, who is moving to the United States for his job. He feels unhappy and lost. Will his wife stand beside him? Alright, let's figure that out. I grimace and shake my head as I leave the store. If only the cashier opened his mouth when he talked, I could have understood his English. Instead, I just feel like an idiot. I got transferred here to America for my job a year ago. I didn't want to come, but Oyuki, my wife, convinced me. It would be good for you and good for the kids. Think of their future, she said. So despite not knowing any English, we packed our bags. Oyuki has friends. My kids have friends. They all fit in just fine. But no matter what I do, I feel so alone. This year's Christmas party for work wasn't any better than last year's. At the beginning, everyone was polite and tried to make small talk. I've been studying English really hard this past year, but it didn't matter. Whenever I went to speak, my brain froze. By the end of the party, I was by myself at my table, staring into the void. I stand in the middle of the sidewalk with my beer and stare up into the ash-gray sky. The snow stings my eyes. The forecast called for a blizzard today, so I'd better hurry home. I shiver and walk down the street back to my apartment. I already know the streets like the back of my hand. I take the shortcut by my kids' school. The snow picks up, so I run the rest of the way home. I'm home. As I step into the living room, Oyuki raises her head from her knitting to acknowledge me. Welcome home, dear. How was the party? It was... I try to answer her in English, but still reeling from earlier, I can only muster a reply in Japanese. Not fun. I'm sorry, how come? I go to answer, but Oyuki's already gone back to her knitting. Things didn't used to be like this. With a sigh, I walk through the living room and head into the kitchen. I open the fridge and deposit my beer on the top shelf. I stand there letting the cold air from the refrigerator wash over me. Do I? Don't I? F it. I tear open the case of beer and head back to the living room, can in hand. Wait, are you drinking? Didn't you have enough at the party? I knew Oyuki would be unhappy, but she can get over it. I only drink when it snows. I chug the beer and make my way back to the kitchen. I toss the can in the recycling before pulling another can out of the refrigerator. Why are you speaking English? Aren't we Japanese? Oyuki sighs and puts her knitting down on the table. Minokichi, we've talked about this. I sip my beer and glare. This move has been hard on us all, but we have to show the kids who are trying to fit in. That doesn't matter, we're Japanese. Japanese people should speak Japanese. Please, Minokichi, keep it down. The children are already asleep. I sit on the couch and stare into the void of the hallway. I've had enough of this place. Tomorrow I'm going to turn in my resignation. Tell my boss, F America. Go back to Japan. Be happy. It's for our kids' future, yeah. I head out into the hallway to our children's bedroom. Oyuki rushes after me. Wake up, I want to talk to you guys about something. Hey. Minokichi, please. I have tried all night to get them to sleep. Please, come sit down here with me. Oyuki drags me back to the living room and sits me on the couch. Look at what I'm sewing for the kids. Isn't it pretty? What is it for? For Christmas. Won't they look adorable wearing these socks on Christmas morning? I stare at Oyuki, and for the first time since moving here, I remember how beautiful she is. The lamplight dances across her flawless, pale skin. Okay, we can go with tell her your secret or continue staring. Let's tell her our secret. Hey, Oyuki. I never told you what happened to my brother, did I? He was killed by a thing? You remind me of it, sitting there. It was as beautiful as you are now. Oyuki stops sewing. Tell me more. I'm scared. Oyuki laughs. You can't even tell your own wife? Alright. My brother and I, we went hiking in the woods near our house. We went there a lot, but on the way down the mountain that day, we got hit by a blizzard out of nowhere. We couldn't see anything, but we found an old, abandoned farmhouse and took shelter there. The storm kept going and going, so eventually we both drifted off. I wake up and see this monster, this beautiful monster leaning over my brother, blowing white mist in his face. She comes to me, but I'm too scared to scream or say anything, right? She stares at me for a while and then smiles. I get chills just thinking about it. I'll never forget what she said to me. She said, "You are a pretty boy, Minokichi, and I will not hurt you now. But if you ever tell anybody, even your own mother, about what you have seen this night, I shall know it, and then I will kill you. Remember what I say." I wake up the next day and my brother's dead. I still don't know if what I saw was a dream or not, but I never told anyone about it. I told you then that I would kill you if you ever said one word about it. I stare at my wife, I gasp. She doesn't flinch. I start to laugh. That's a good one, Oyuki. Oh, you had me going there for a second. All of a sudden the temperature in the room drops. My teeth begin chattering so hard that I think they will break. Ah. You. In Oyuki's place stands the monster that killed my brother. It steps toward me. You thought you were safe coming here? I frantically look around the room, trying to find a way out. It's blocked my path. I remember our children asleep in their bedroom. What about our kids? They deserve better than a good-for-nothing drunk like you. I should have killed you the night I killed your brother, you piece of shit. The monster screams at me, but her voice is as thin as the wind. Please, I love you. The monster stops. You didn't keep your word to me, but I will keep my word to you. Help me. Goodbye, Minokichi. She bends over me. Her icy cold hands grab my face as her lips part, bringing her face to mine. I accept her kiss. My lungs fill with ice, freezing me from the inside out. As I remember the good times Oyuki and I had together, everything goes dark. Ending 1. Let's shoot for ending 2. Let's go with continue staring now. I continue to stare but say nothing. What's wrong, Minokichi? It's nothing. Come on, you can tell me anything. It's just, are you happy here? Oyuki pauses to think about it. Why wouldn't I be? I've got friends. I've got the kids. And I've got you. My heart breaks. I feel the tears begin to well up. Oyuki, I know I promised that I would do my best here, but I'm not happy. Minokichi, if you're that miserable, we don't have to stay here. As far as I'm concerned, you've kept your word. You did your best, and it didn't work out. That happens, and it's okay. Oh, Oyuki. I break down in her arms and she strokes my hair. The sun rises on a new day. I quit my job the next day and take my family back to Japan. I don't know what the future holds, but as long as Oyuki is by my side, I'm sure everything will be okay. Ending 2. Alright, that was a very short Japanese urban legend horror visual novel inspired by Yuki Onna. I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard about that. It's a very intriguing urban legend. If you don't know, I highly suggest you do a little bit of search on it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'll leave a link to the game in the description. Other than that, take it easy.